Welcome back to my channel Civilian World. Before stepping into this video, if you are not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe to get all my updates. Today we are going to see the detail about the superstructure. In every building project, there are two major components. The one is substructure and the other is superstructure. Substructure is the part of the building that is built below the ground level. The function of the substructure is to transfer the load from the superstructure to the underlying soil. It involves footing and plinth of the building. The structural engineer are responsible for computing stresses and loads required to support the building. The more detail about the substructure foundation is given in the previous video. If you haven't watched that video, I will give the link in the description. Please do check the link to get more ideas about foundation. Now, here in this video, we are going to concentrate on superstructure. Superstructure is the portion of building which is constructed above the ground level. It includes columns, beams, slab upwards, includes finishings, doors and windows, schedules like flooring, roofing, lintels and parapets. These are the basic components of the building superstructure. Materials used for the superstructure are timber, steel, concrete, etc. These components help for the safe transfer of dead load and live load and other loads to the foundation and plinth, which further distribute to the underlying earth. Now we are going to see the detailed explanation for these components. The first one is roof. It is the exterior and the uppermost part of any building structure. It protects us from sun, snow, wind, etc. and other environmental factors. The two main parts of the roof structures are roof deck and roof cover. The structural component which supports the roof cover called roof deck. It can be constructed either flat or sloped in the form of truss, shell, dome. It is based on the type of building structure. The roof cover is laid over the roof deck. The roof cover can be tile, slate, asbestos cement, etc. The best type of roof is asphalt roofing. It is light, inexpensive and it is also very easy to install. They come in sheets that are layered on a roof. The second one is parapet. It is the short wall barrier constructed at the edge of the terrace roof, balcony or walkway. It is for the means of protection. It can be constructed by means of steel, aluminium, reinforced concrete or grass. There are different types of parapet walls. Now we are going to see the parapet walls based on their appearance. Plain parapet walls. It is the vertical extension of the wall at the edge of the roof. It is the general type provided specially for safety of the column. It is easy to construct with concrete coping at the top and corbel below it. Maintenance is also low but looks dull in the appearance. The second is perforated parapet walls. It is also an extension of walls like plain parapet, but the extended wall portion is perforated with different sized opening. To consider the aesthetic appearance of the structure, it may be circle, flower shape, etc. The third type of the parapet walls is panelled parapet walls. It is similar to the plain parapet wall, but the only difference is panelled parapets are arranged with series of panel design on the outside of the wall. The panel may be oblong or square, but no perforations are provided. It provides beautiful appearance to the structure, but it does not cost much at the same time. The construction is also similarly easy. The fourth type of the parapet wall is embedded parapet wall. It was widely used in olden days for castles, forts, etc. Here, alternate low and high portions and perforations are provided. In ancient days, these are generally used by arrow shooters to shoot arrows through it while defending castles. Because of its beautiful appearance and uniqueness, it is built nowadays to enhance the aesthetic appearance of the structure. Now we are going to see the classification of parapet based on the shape and configuration. The first one is sloped parapet wall. It is provided for sloped roof structures such as industrial structure, trusses, etc. The second one is flat parapet wall. It is generally used for the roof structures. And the third one is stepped parapet wall. It is used for inclined roof structures. The wall is constructed in staircase type design. And the fourth one is curved parapet wall. It is also called as arched parapet wall. It is recommended for both flat and inclined rooftops. And The third type of classification is based on miscellaneous parapet type. The above mentioned types are replaced by modern type because of the dominance in all criteria such as safety, appearance, economy. Modern type are fiberglass parapet, parapet with steel railings, etc. Glass or steel railings can be provided in pious portion for perforated parapet for better aesthetic. Such type is called as composite parapet walls. And the third components of the building is lintels. It is the type of beam structures constructed above the wall opening to support the load coming over it and to transfer safely to side walls. The width of the lintel beam is equal to the width of the wall and the end is built into the wall. It is classified based on the materials used for construction. Horizontal lintels are easily constructed compared to the arches. The types of the lintels. Timber lintel. It is mostly used in olden days. Nowadays, it is replaced by modern techniques. However, hilly areas are still using this. The main disadvantages of this timber lintel is its cost is heavy and it is less durable and less resistant to the fire. And the second type of the lintel is stone lintel. This is the most common type where stone is abundantly available. Thickness of these are most important factor of design. It can be provided over the opening in brick walls. It is provided in the form of either one single piece or more than one piece. If it is subjected to vibratory load, cracks are easily formed because of its weak tensile nature. It is the serious disadvantages of this type. The third one is brick lintel. It is used when the opening is less than 1 meter and less loads are acting on it. The bricks with forks are suitable than normal bricks because forks when filled with mortar gives more shear resistance of end joints. It is also called as jogged brick lintels. And the fourth type is reinforced brick lintel. It is used when heavy loads are given and span is greater than 1 meter. The depth of this type should be equal to 10 cm or 15 cm or multiple of 10 cm. And the fifth type of the lintel is steel lintel. It is used when superimposed loads are heavy and the openings are large. These consist of channel sections or rolled steel joints. And the fourth components of the building structure is slab. It is the horizontal structural element that serves the purpose of floor, roofs or ceilings. These are flat surface with top and bottom face parallel to each other, mainly supported by columns, beams, walls or ground. The depth of the slab is very small when compared to its width. The more about slab construction can be cleared in the upcoming videos. And the fifth type is beam. It is the horizontal structural element with a specific depth and width running with its span. It withstands vertical load, bending moment and shear force. The load comings are transferred to the endpoints of the beam where it was supported, then transferred to the column supporting the structural element. And the sixth component is column. Vertical structural element carries compressive loads. The failure of this column in any structure leads to progressive collapse. It transfers load from the slab or beam to the foundation below. And the seventh component is wall. It is the vertical surface constructed in continuous that divides the enclosed space. It can be constructed by masonry or concrete. It takes up the load from beams and the slabs or the roof above. And the eighth component is floor. It is the finished horizontal surface of the building or rooms where people walk. It has two main components. The first one is subfloor and the second one is floor cover. Slab floor constructed to support the imposed load coming over it. It gives strength and stability to the floor. Floor cover is suitable for finish provided in the form of tiles, granites, marble, concrete, etc. And the final component, ninth component is stair. Series of steps or flight that constructed to move from one floor to another building structure. The space occupied by stair is called stairway. There are different types of stairs like continuous, straights, turning, etc. which can be briefly seen in the upcoming videos. Thank you friends for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe, share, like and comment my videos, and please press the bell icon and click all to get notification. Until next video, stay tuned. Bye friends.